today. We're gonna learn and play.
Okay.
Sing a song and pray.
That's right.
God really loves us. God really, really cares about you, me, our families.
That's right.
God's always right there.
Woo!
Let me fix my curls. You've tuned into Callie's world. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to Callie's world.
Hello, friends! Me and my family are at the local aquarium, and wowzers have we had fun! To tell you a quick list of the coolest things I've seen, I'm gonna need a minute. Okay, so the number 5 coolest thing I've seen here at the aquarium is the moon jelly. What is a moon jelly? Oh, only this guy. Doesn't it look so cool? I know moon jelly sounds like jelly that comes from the moon that you can put on your sandwich, but it's actually a kind of jellyfish. They're awesome! Number 4 coolest thing I've seen here at the aquarium is hammerhead sharks. Need I say more? I think not. I wonder, are hammerhead sharks as mean as they look? Maybe not. Maybe they're nice, peaceful creatures who just need a hug. Or maybe not. Number 3 coolest thing I've seen here at the aquarium is the emperor penguins. Can you waddle like a penguin? I can. Watch! Number 2 coolest thing I've seen here at the aquarium is the sea otters. Now, that might surprise you, but look. I mean, is that not the cutest thing? It looks like it just wants to talk with you, doesn't it? Look at all those whiskers. How can you not love a sea otter? And the number 1 coolest thing I've seen at the aquarium is the schools. What? The schools? What are you talking about, Callie? Did you know that groups of fish all together are called a school? It's true. That's very different from the school you might think of. It is so cool to watch the fish swim together, one following the other. I have so many questions about schools of fish. I mean, how do they know which fish to follow? How do they know who the lead fish is? How do they move together so beautifully? Wowzers! Isn't it cool? Watching fish follow each other made me wonder about who we follow. I know that I follow my parents' directions. I follow people when I'm standing in a line for ice cream or to get somewhere. But the Bible tells us that we can follow Jesus. What does that mean? Let's check out our Bible story today to find out.
Today's miraculous Bible story comes from Luke chapter 5. People continued to hear all about Jesus. One day, many people gathered around Jesus. They wanted to listen to Jesus teach about God. It got super crowded. So Jesus decided to go on a boat by the water and teach from there. This boat belonged to a guy named Simon Peter. When Jesus was done teaching, he asked Simon Peter to sail the boat further out into the water so they could catch some fish. Simon Peter wasn't sure if they'd catch anything since they hadn't caught any fish all night. But since Jesus asked him to, Simon Peter put his fishing nets into the water. Then a miracle happened. They caught tons of fish. There were so many fish that, whoa, the nets started to break. And Simon Peter's boat started to sink because it was so full of fish. Simon Peter called over his friends, James and John, to bring their boat to help. James and John's boat started to sink too because there was just so much fish. They went from no fish to too much fish. Miraculous! Then Jesus gave them a really cool invitation to come follow him. Do you know what they did? As soon as they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed Jesus. Jesus has so many amazing things to show us too. Jesus invites everyone to follow him, just like he invites Simon Peter and his friends. Jesus calls us to follow him.
Fish can't tell us why they follow each other because fish can't talk. But when we see them swim together, it looks like they just know where to go and who to follow. God made them special that way. The fishermen in our Bible story got a little help. Jesus said, "Follow me," and they did. When they met Jesus and saw everything he could do, they knew it was the right way to go. The best part is, Jesus calls us to follow him too. Oh, can you imagine what it would look like if we followed Jesus like schools of fish follow each other? When Jesus calls us to follow, it doesn't mean we need to swim like fish do. So how do we follow Jesus? Well, we can learn more about Jesus through the Bible. Then we can do what Jesus did. That's following Jesus. Jesus helped people who were sick. We can take care of someone in our family when they're sick, like reading them a story or being very quiet so they can rest. Jesus hung out with people who were alone. We can play with friends who look lonely and share our toys and snacks. What about you? How can you follow Jesus? Well, friends, it has been a blasty blast. Or should I say, a splashy splash, hanging out with you at the aquarium today. Jesus calls us to follow him. Thanks for learning and growing with me. See you later. Peace out.